Hello there, digital tamers. Welcome back to Digimon Deck Labs, and I have a interesting deck for you today. This is one that I am definitely looking forward to playing. I have been testing it in Drazel. I've also tested the older deck, and the older deck has a lot of issues in the sense of if you do not see the main HeavyMetaldramon line, it can kind of suck. So, with 2.5, the cards it brings are brilliant. So, starting off with the deck profile today, it is a HeavyMetaldramon deck profile. As you can see, it's 2.5. 2.5 is just around the corner. I'm looking forward to it, mostly for this and the Omnimon X. We have the BT19 Impmon, if it comes up with what it does. There we go, BT19 Impmon. It's a full cost to play, so probably best to play at the start of the game, but it has the on play. If you have one or fewer tamers, you may play one purple tamer card with a play cost of 4 or less from your trash without paying a cost. Interesting. I didn't actually realise it was from trash. I thought it was from hand. I must have read that wrong the first time. So that's good, especially if you dump your Yukis in the trash. So you probably don't. Probably turn. I don't know, but if you have tamers, yeah, in the trash, yeah, it's good to play. Retaliation, very good, especially if you end up swinging into bigger stacks just to clear bodies. BT20 Impmon. Now this is the important one. It's good because we've all now got pretty much nothing but Impmon rookies. Before I was playing Digimon, BT2 Impmon, and the EX7 Impmon. Anyway, BT20. Digivolve 0 from Yammon. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with the Evil, Dark Dragon, or Evil Dragon trait, and 1 Yuki among them to your hand, and return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Very helpful. The deck needed a searcher, especially to find certain pieces. So, very helpful that we now have the searcher. Definitely needed it. And its inheritable is just simple plus 2k. Yeah. 4 of all the rookies, of course. And then we have the EX7 one, which is very good. Your turn, when this Digimon would Digivolve into a dragon. Digivolve into a Digimon card with the Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait. I cannot speak. Reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. This Digimon gets plus 2k DP as an inheritable. Very good, especially if you need to push up and Digivolve in certain circumstances. The Eismon Scatter mode. At the moment, I'm still on the fence with this one. I'm running at 2, mainly for the trash 1 card in hand. Then you may return 1 Digimon card with Evil, Dark Dragon, or Evil Dragon trait from your trash to your hand. Main reason I'm playing this at 2 is if you do need that recursion of a piece, say like you're missing a piece and it's in trash, you can play this out, trash a card that maybe you'd rather have in the trash, and then get back the piece you need. Very handy, especially if you can recur it off any of the heavy metals. Inheritable Retaliation. Retaliation is really good. You got quite a few retaliation sources in this. Mainly just those 2. And of course the new Punkmon. The new Punkmon. Very good. Card needed more hand trash outlets, so this one is Digivolves from level 3 with Evil trait for a cost of 2. On play, when Digivolving, trash 1 card in your hand, then until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your Digimon gains block and retaliation. It also gives your Digimon plus 2000 DP as an inherited. So blocker and retal is definitely needed in this deck, especially when your opponents have big beefy boys that you can't delete with certain effects, which we will get into. But yeah, Very good card, very good addition, and it allows you to trash your hand as well, which is, this deck is pretty much all about getting rid of your hand. So, yeah. Next, we have the EX7 Punkmon, playing at 4, Digivolve level 3 from Evil and a cost 2. When Digivolving, if you have one or fewer Tamers, you may play one Yuki from your hand without paying the cost. So, it's pretty cool. You could say you had 2 Yukis in hand, Digivolve into this one, you play one of your Yukis, and then you, when you later get up the line, you can play this one, say from one of your heavy metals effects, and play one from trash, especially if you end up trashing one, which you could use. Oh, and its inherit is plus 2000 DP. So you can get pretty beefy in this deck, which is good. The new Loudmon. Moving on. We no longer run the Orochimarumon. Orochimarumon. That is not what his name is. It's Orochimon. We no longer run the Orochimon because this is so much better. Loudmon, Digivolve 4 with Dark Dragon, Evil Dragon, trait cost of 3. On play when Digivolving, trash 2 cards in your hand, then for the turn, one of your Digimon gains Raid and Piercing and gets plus 4000 DB. So you think you got 2, 4, plus 4, 8k DP. That is insane. And then while you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand, all of your Digimon with Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait gains security attack plus 1. Very good, very nice, especially with the Raid and the Piercing. Yeah, basically, unless you have a very small hand or no hand at all, this deck is pretty much useless. But thanks to some of the newer cards, you can facilitate that quite easy. And this actually goes really well with the new Yuki Tamer, which we will get to. The old Loudmon from EX7. Digivolve level 4 with Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon for a cost of 3. On play when Digivolving, trash 2 cards in your hand, then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 7000 DPLS. So this is hit and miss. A lot of some ultimates out there now can have more than 8k. I was playing against my mate who was using the Dynamon deck, and having that security Tyrannomon gain the 8k, the extra bonus DP, really sucks because it puts it to 9k, and you can't I think it puts it to 9 or 8k, and you can't delete it off with this effect. So very good in certain situations, very helpful, but it's really the trash in the cards, which does it all. And basically the same inherit as the last one. While you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand, all your Digimon with Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon gain security attack plus 1. Moving on to HeavyMetaldramon Ace. I'm currently running this at 3. You can play it possibly at 4, but I'm playing it 3. Very, very good synergy you can do with this. So from a level, it can Digivolve from a level 5 with Dark Dragon, Evil Dragon for a cost of 3. You can obviously blast Digivolve it. On play, when Digivolving, trash cards in your hand until there are 4 left. Hopefully, until there are 4 left. Hopefully, from all the other trashing, you're already at that point. So play one 8000 DP or lower Digimon card from your trash. For each card trash, for each card this effect trashes, remove 2000 from this effect's DP. You mainly want to make sure you are at 4 already, mainly because that 8k, you can play both of your ultimates, so very good. And then all turns, all your Dark Dragon and Evil Dragon Digimon trait gain, Dark Dragon and Evil Dragon trait Digimon gain Rush and Blocker. I don't understand the Blocker as much. And an extra 2000 DP. I don't understand Blocker as much because the new Punkmon gives Blocker, but hey, you can never have too many blockers, especially in some of these days. The old HeavyMetaldramon. Now, this is where the synergy really kicks in. Again, playing against my mate with Dynamon, I can't believe I pulled this off. Digivolve level 5 with Dark Dragon, Evil Dragon trait for a cost of 4. Obviously, more expensive than the other one. When Digivolving, trash 2 cards in your hand, then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP as this Digimon. So you can get to 2, 4. So 8, 13 plus 8 is 21k. You can get to 21k with this. So that is pretty cool. You can delete something with 21k DP. That is insane to think, because I don't even think there is anything. No, then obviously there's nothing with a base DP of that, but things can get as big as that or bigger. But end of your turn. This is where the synergy with the HeavyMetaldramon Ace comes in. End of your turn. You may play one card with the Evil, Dark Dragon, or Evil Dragon trait, and a play cost of 8 or less. Play cost 7, ladies and gentlemen, for the HeavyMetaldramon Ace. From your trash without paying the cost. For each card in your hand, remove 1 from this effect. So it's 8 if you have no cards in hand, 7 if you have 1 card in hand, 6 if you have 3, and 5 if you have 4. So if you want to do this effect, so end of turn, have this on the field, go into this, have basically, so say you got 1 card in hand, you don't need to trash anything, but then you can go into anything else. You can essentially go from 1 body to 3 bodies from 1 Digimon. It is insane. And if you have, say, another ace in hand, if you played out one of these, well, if your opponent swings next turn, you got another ace, and you can get another body out. So that will be pretty fun. I am looking forward to that. So Black Sabbath is the new card. Mostly a tech spot at the moment. Play cost 2, trash if you have 4 of your cards in your hand. By paying 6 cost, return this card to the bottom of your deck and delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. That could be helpful, especially if you haven't got any other plays and you need to do something. Main, trash 1 card in your hand, then delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. So for 2, you can delete level 4 and trash something. Pretty good. Really helpful. Well, could be helpful. I'm yet to actually play it because I'm yet to actually see it, but it's a tech card. I may bump it up. Next, we have the Purple Scrambles. If you don't know what the Scrambles do by now, then yeah, but I will say it anyway. Play cost 2. Main, one of your purple Digimon may Digivolve into a purple Digimon card in your hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 3. So again, you can get into heavy metals for a lot cheaper. Then place this card in your battle area. Start of your turn. If your opponent has a Digimon delay, return 1 purple Digimon card from your trash to the top of your deck. Then, if you don't have a Digimon in play, you may play 1 purple Digimon card with DP of 2000 or less from your trash without paying the cost. And security is the same as that inherited, basically, except you add it to your hand, you don't play it to the field. Really good, because I believe all the rookies are, 2000 at least. So if you got a searcher, you're missing a piece, you can scramble into the searcher, find the piece, and so on. On to the tamers. I am running 4 of each of the tamer. Really good. Both of them really good. I am looking to get a playset of the alt art of this, but we will talk about this one now. So, start your turn. If you have 2 or less memory, set it to 3. Very good to have a memory setter. End of your turn. If you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand, by suspending this tamer, one of your Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon Digimon trait may attack a player. Very, very, very good. I was in a game with my friend. He'd set me to very little memory. And I believe I had, what was it? I had a Punkmon on the field, and I believe one of the old Loudmons. And my opponent had the Security Tyranno with Tyranno X. They'd suspended both of my guys to play out the Medieval Gallantmon. Popped the Loudmon, which was a pain. And I was sat there like, how am I going to get over this? The answer was simple. It was actually rather more simple than I thought. So I digivolved into so the Punkmon I digivolved into the old Loudmon, trashed 2 cards, and then used the Loudmon because I had the Yarmon under at the time. He'd left. Yeah, so I digivolved into the Loudmon. I can't remember how I actually had less memory, but I didn't have less memory. Digivolved into the Loudmon. I swung with the Punkmon. Oh my god, how did I do it? Anyway, let's just say I digivolved into Loudmon, swung with Loudmon into the Tyranno X, used the egg, which I have not put the eggs in this. I am stupid. The EX7 eggs Yarmon, when you have 4 cards in your hand, one of your Digimon with Evil Dragon and the Dark Dragon may digivolve into one of those from your trash. Digivolved into the HeavyMetaldramon, trashed another 2, and popped the Medieval Gallant. So I managed to clear his board. No, it was with the other Yuki. I can't remember how I done it. But anyway, I managed to clear the board even though I didn't think I could. So, and then obviously I can swing with... it plays itself from security if hit. So, very good. It's very helpful, especially, say, if you digivolved into this, end of turn, use its inherit to play out, say, another heavy metal. Use that to, say, play out another Loudmon. You can use this with this, so you can now swing with either the Loudmon or the new HeavyMetaldramon Ace. So that is really good. How you can sync that up. You can essentially get 4 swings on a turn, and yeah. The old Yuki, really helpful. Start your main phase. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain a memory. It's always nice being able to be set free and then potentially gain another 2 or 1 if you have multiples of these. Main, if you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand, by suspending this tamer, one of your Digimon will digivolve into a Digimon card with the Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait from the trash. Very helpful, especially if, like, say, you're on the Punkmon, you've not seen any Loudmons bar, say, one that was hitting security. You can use this to digivolve into the Loudmon. You can swing, use the egg to digivolve into a HeavyMetaldramon. HeavyMetaldramon's end of effect could play HeavyMetaldramon Ace, providing you have 1 or less cards. And then you can use this to play any other card with its on play, and then you can tap the Yuki to swing with anything else that you played. So that is basically, I have no hand, but I'm going to hit you for a lot. Am I thinking this deck's going to be top tier? I don't think so. I reckon it could be competitive, at least, especially if you learn your matchups. I mean, Mirage, we all know what Mirage does. Basically, boosts your hand size, but it's basically just giving you fodder for your Digivolves. So, yeah. I am definitely looking forward to playing this deck. We'll be definitely playing more of it. The BT20 stuff was definitely needed. So, I hope you enjoyed this deck tech. The deck labs will be working on some more deck lists. And I shall see you around. Goodbye.